So, Sasha, can you take us through what we know so far?
Yeah, Adrienne, there have been a series of strikes in the western end of Yemen controlled by the militant group, the Houthis. What we have seen is strikes against weapons depots, against bases from which various weapons have been fired into the shipping lanes. The Americans have been using planes, have been using ships, have been using submarines to fire at these bases, and lots of explosions all over. Canada has played a role here as well, along with a number of other countries, but we don't know exactly what role that is. They're simply saying that the same thing that everybody else is saying, that this was led by the British and by the Americans, and the British are saying that Canada played a non-operational role.
So, Sasha, from the very beginning of the Israel-Hamas conflict, this added anxiety has been about whether this war would expand. You know, lots of talk about how far the axis of resistance, those militias supported by Iran, would go. So what is the potential effect of these strikes tonight?
Well, first of all, the Houthi are already saying that they're not afraid of a confrontation with the United States, and they are vowing to even up the game now and to fire more at ships and at the U.S. military. Beyond that, the U.S. has been worried. That's why they've been waiting for the past week, hoping that this was going to calm down, because if the Houthi, who are very well equipped by Iran, if they decide to up the game, and if other militias in the region, not just Hamas and Hezbollah in Lebanon, but others in Iraq and in Syria, if those groups that are backed and funded by Iran decide that they are going to launch all-out attacks on Israel, for instance, then things really will escalate.
Absolutely. All right, Sasha Petrusek in Toronto.
My pleasure.